So this is the last video that I need to redo for the loadout series. Last time when I've done the orange loadout, I've only showed you one or two options for each gun, and since the series evolved into showing you multiple options in every price range, I asked in a YouTube poll if you guys would like me to redo them, and you voted yes, so this is the last one that I need to redo. So I would say let's get right into the video. A quick promotion from my side. I'm giving away this beautiful survival knife urban mask in field tested condition to one of you lucky viewers on the 31st of January. All you have to do is be subscribed, leave a comment, and now back to the video. So as mentioned in the original videos, here are 4 options of stickers you could use to slap on your orange gun to make them look a bit more cooler. These are the Fnatic 2023 holo logo, the Copenhagen Flames 21 logo, same year also the Vitality logo, great option, and the Apex logo from the Paris Major. And with that out of the way, I would say let's get right into the pistols. For the Glock, we have 5 options ranging from dark orange to light orange. We have the Reactor, the Umbral Rabbit, the Ramses Reach, the Weasel, and the Royal Legion. And here I would pick the Royal Legion and slap those Apex stickers on them because I think that would fit perfectly. For the USPS, we have 3 options. We have the Orion, solid choice, but at this point very expensive. The Orange Anolis, also very expensive. And the cheapest one out of those options would be the business class, starting at 26 euros. However, if that is still too expensive, a alternative I have mentioned in my original video was to buy the stainless steel and slap those stickers on them. Moving on to our upgraded pistols, the P250 is giving us 10 options, which is a lot. Asimov, the Splash, the Bengal Tiger, the Apex Curse, Supernova, Mendy, Inferno, Verdigris, Hive, and the Red Rock. I think you already know that I would be going with the Asimov since I like those skins and I think a lot of us would also like them. However, if I would have to go with something different, I would go with the Mendy. Then R57 is giving us 5 options. We have the Angry Mob, Orange Peel, the Copper Galaxy, the Retribution, and the Nitro. And since the weapon case 3 isn't really getting a lot of love, I would actually go with that one. However, it is a bit more on the expensive side. That is why the Orange Peel and the Retribution would be perfect alternatives here. Then our Tech 9 is giving us 9 options. We have the Red Wards, the Re-Entry, the Safety Net, the Toxic, the Rust Leaf, the Cracked Opal, Mummy's Rot, Flash Out, and the Orange Murano. Here I would say the Safety Net is a good solid choice if you want to combine that with the AK. However, I think I will go with the Flash Out. And for our last pistol, the Deagle, we have 7 options. A couple of those options are perfect for putting those stickers I've mentioned before on. However, we have the Ocean Drive, the Phoenix Fox, the Nitro, the Corinthian, the Bronze Deco, the Heirloom, and the Pilot. And to be honest, I would go with the Corinthian. I think this fits perfectly into the theme. However, the last 2 mentioned, or to be honest, the last 3 mentioned, are also solid choices where you can place a beautiful sticker. For example, those Vitality stickers, they would fit here so perfectly. Moving on to our Mag 10. Here we have 5 options. We have the Heat, the Last Drive, the Amber Fade, the Copper Boar, and the Rangine. And here I think I'm gonna go with the Heat just because I want to combine that with my Mag 7, which I will come to later. However, other solid choices would be the Amber Fade, and to be honest, the Rangine in my opinion is an underrated skin. Then the MP9 is giving us solid 6 options. We have the Rose Iron, the Modest Thread, the Orange Peel, the Setting Sun for more of a reddish tone, the Slide, and the Food Chain. So I think the Rose Iron would speak to me the most. However, I think the Slide and maybe the Modest Thread would fit the best in my MP loadout. So that is why I would be going with the Modest Thread, also because it has stat track. The Food Chain is a bit of a controversial pick since it has basically all of the colors. However, orange is also in there, so that is why it's on the list. And the Setting Sun, I would also maybe say that's a controversial one. However, the system spit it out as being orange. Then for our MP7, we have 4 options. We have the Abyssal, Apparition, the Urban Hazard, the Orange Peel, and the Full Stop. Again, here the Full Stop for me is, to be honest, red but okay system. So I would go with the Urban Hazard. Cheap, get that 60-cent factory new stat track on the gun. You cannot beat that, to be honest. Well, all of you P19 joyers, we are in luck. We have a lot of options. A total of 12 different skins ranging from, well, a bit orange to maybe stretching it a bit. However, we have the Asimov, the Vent Rush, the Trigon, the Chopper, the Elite Build, the Shapewood, the Scarab Rush, the Sunset Lily, the Ancient Earth, Cocoa, Rampage, Desert DD Pad, and the Leather. And since I'm doing the Asimovs, I would be picking obviously that one. However, if I wouldn't be doing that, I would actually go with the Leather one. I think it's an underrated skin from looking at it. Very clean from from a design perspective, also orange, and it would fit perfectly if you're not doing an Asimov loadout also. And for the last thing, our PP enjoyers out there, we have 5 options: the runic, the Osiris, the antique, the embargo, and the inherited alert. I would say the antique is the one that is attracting me the most with the design. However, the runic, solid, cheap choice. For me, the Osiris is leaning a bit to the yellow, so that is why I wouldn't also pick it. But if you do not want to spend that kind of money on a PP, go with either the runic or the embargo. Then our shotguns. For the XM, we have 8 options. We have the Blaze Orange, the Entombed, the Seasons, the Incinerator, the Telku Burner, the Kali Camo, the Oxide, Blaze, and the Red Polygon. Obviously, the Blaze Orange would be the perfect pick. However, if you do not want to spend $10 or, to be honest, 11 for a battle scarred gun, we have 3 solid choices in my opinion: the Incinerator, the Telku Burner, and the Seasons. And here I would go with the Incinerator. And for our Mag 7, I've already said which one I would be taking. It's the Heat, and yes, that is one option. We have the Core Breach also, which leans a bit more into that red. The Memento, which, yes, it has orange, but I would say black, grayish is the primary color, and the same thing can be said for the Irradiated Alert. So, as I said, I would be taking the Heat. However, I would say the Memento and the Irradiated Alert would be solid choices if you went, for example, with elite builds. Then we are moving on to our primary guns. For the Galil, we have 3 options. We have the orange DD pad, the Connection, and the Crimson Tsunami. And I think the orange DD pad would be my preferred choice. However, both other guns are solid alternatives that are cheaper than the orange DD pad. The FAMAS only has 3 semi-optimal options, I would call them. The Valence, which, yeah, it has a bit of orange highlighting on it, but to be honest, also can be put into the red category. Then we have the Cypress, which I would say would be a better pick, and the Kali Camo. And here I would just go with the Cypress since it has stat track and, to be honest, speaks to me the most. Then our M4A1S. We have 4 options. We have the Atomic Alloy, the Player 2, the Leaded Glass, and the Nitro. If you want to go really for the cheapest one out there, the Nitro is a solid choice. Cover up those gray areas with the stickers I've mentioned. However, personally, I would go with the Atomic Alloy since I like the design. The Leaded Glass also a solid choice. And for me, the Player 2, yes, it has orange accents, but it doesn't really fit. For its counterpart, we have 5 options. One, which is going to be the expensive one, is the Asimov, and here we have a starting price of 56 euros, and all of the other ones except the Daybreak are very cheap. If you want to go for the cheapest one, the Polymag, great option, cover again up those non-colored areas with the stickers, and you would have a solid choice. Griffin, also an underrated skin. Remember when everyone thought that this skin would blow up like the Howl? And yes, I would be taking the Asimov, but because of that fun fact, I would be taking the Griffin if I've decided not to spend that much on an M4A4 skin. Moving on to our AK, we have a lot of options here, and I would say it is thanks to the stock skin being wood, so we could use that a lot as a secondary color, and that is why it is on the list. We have the Outsiders, the Asimov, the Empress, which I don't see, but okay system, the Elite build, the Aquamarine, Revenge, the Safety Net, the Legion of Anubis, the Cartel, the Jet Set, the Panthera, Onka, and the Fire Serpent. And obviously to complete that Asimov look, I would be taking the AK Asimov. However, again, if I didn't go that route, Legion of Anubis, underrated skin. There are some great crafts you could do. It's a red, as you can see, the factory new stat track one, you could get that for under 40 euros, which I would say is a lot. A solid one can be bought between 5 to 20 euros, depending on if you want stat track or not. And the last thing, remember the Tech 9 also has the Safety Net skin, so you could pair that up with the AK Safety Net. Then moving on to the scope guns, the SG has 4 options. We have Tiger, Moth, the Danger Close, the Aerial, and the Traveler. To be honest, I think I would go with the Danger Close just because of the stat track. However, the Traveler, in my opinion, would also be a solid choice. Okay, the AUG is going crazy. We have a lot of options. We have the Random Access, the Bengal Tiger, the Eye of Saphens, the Sympathian, the Sandstorm, the Condemned, the Amber Slipstream, the Trinquia, the Sweeper, the Amber Fade, the Spalted Wood, and I'm already sorry for completely butchering this, the Flame Jörgmangadier. I really hope I said that somehow correct. And I think I would go with the Sympathian since it has that Greek design on it and I like history, so that is why I would pick it. But I would say there are so many options for everyone out here, starting from a couple of cents to basically spending the equivalent of a month's allowance on petrol. Then moving on to our snipers. For the Scout, we have a couple of options. We have the Dragon Dragonfire, the Slash, the Death Strike, the Threat Detected, the Death's Head, the Orange, Filigree, and the Mayan Dreams. And here I would go with the Slash. I like the design on it. The Dragonfire for me is more of a red skin, so I don't know why the system spit that one out. However, the Death's Head and the Mayan Dreams would again be solid, cheap alternatives here. However, the Slash one is the cheapest one here. Then our good old AWP has again a lot of options. We have the Asimov, the Elite build, the Boom, the Desert Hydra, the Dragon Lore, the Mortis, the Onitaji, the Paw, and the Electric Hive, depending on the pattern again. And overall, again, I would go with the Asimov since I would be doing the Asimov loadout. However, to be honest, the Mortis, so cheap for what it is, a good skin, good design, and that would be my second pick for that. The Elite build I would only take if I would go for that Elite theme. And now for the last thing, the knife and glove combo. Here for the knives, nothing really changes. I would go with the Tiger Tooths. There are a lot of options. Here are some of the cheaper ones at 120 euros starting at Battle Scout version, but you could go for that. However, for the gloves, we have a bit of more luck. We have the Big Game, the Overleg, the Tiger Strike, the Transport, the Queen Jaguar, the POW, the Arid, and the Foundation. And the two skins that speak to me the most would either be the POW, starting at sub 100 euros, which is good to see, or the Tiger Strike. There would be a bit more on the expensive ones. However, I would say the POW is perfectly acceptable. So this is basically a rework, as I said. Hope I haven't missed anything. If yes, leave it down in the comment below and I will pin it. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one.